Huzzah and good day, my wonderful students. Today we discuss Between the Wars, between World War I and World War II. As you can see at this point, this is a Nazi rally. It's held in the 30s. You see all the people here. Fascism in Italy. Italy's economy was poor after World War I, and they had many violent strikes. Many people feared a possible communist revolution. Enter Benito Mussolini, who organized the Fascist Party, which was against communism. Interestingly enough, before he became a fascist, he was actually a socialist, was even put in jail for that. The Weimar Republic. Now, the Weimar Republic was the name of Germany's democratic system, democratic government before the rise of Hitler. Now, the Treaty of Versailles forced Germany to pay war damages. Germany's new democratic government was called the Weimar Republic, and they suffered massive inflation after World War I. As you can see from this particular set of documents, the amount of German marks, that's like dollars, needed to buy an ounce of gold. Now, this runs from January of 1919 to November of 1923. And as you can see, the price, again, all of this is just to buy 1 ounce of gold. It's 170 marks in January of 1919 to buy 1 ounce of gold. And it's 87, I want to say, trillion marks to buy an ounce of gold in November of 1923. The money became worthless, and people blamed the Weimar Republic for that. So Hitler and the Nazis promised to get rid of the Treaty of Versailles and restore Germany to glory. In 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany, and he soon declared martial law, basically military rule, and suspended their rights and constitution. Hitler banned opposition parties, opposition newspapers, and labor unions, and they put radio stations under his control, as well as newspapers that were not opposition newspapers. They set up the Gestapo, the secret police, to spy on people. And Hitler began to rearm Germany in direct violation of the Treaty of Versailles, rebuilding its military for war. Now in India, Indian nationalism was growing. And Mohandas Gandhi was a leader of the Indian National Congress, which was not a Congress that passed laws, but it was a nationalist group that wanted independence for India. And Gandhi's method of protest was called passive resistance, or civil disobedience. He urged boycotts and nonviolent protests. That was his idea, nonviolent revolution to free India. Now, India had two main religions, Hindu and Muslim. And there was tension and hatred between these two groups. They were united against British control, but the country would later separate along religious lines. The Muslims created the Muslim League because they were afraid that the Indian National Congress would not actually represent them or their needs, and they feared becoming a religious minority in mainly Hindu India. Mustafa Kemal, or Kemal Ataturk, in Turkey. Now, he introduced democratic ideas to Turkey, and he also forced his people to adopt Western ways and modernize. This was one of the key focuses here. He wanted to Westernize Turkey and bring it into the modern age. And that is our review of Between the Wars.